What's going on YouTube? My name is FG3000. I'm back in the place to be and welcome back to the mobile gaming recap. In today's video, we find ourselves at Sensor Tower. If you guys have watched any of my shutdown videos, you guys know that I use Sensor Tower quite a bit to kind of track the financials of games that are soon to be shut down so I can take those numbers and extrapolate them to other games to see, are those games in danger of being shut down as well? But in this video, as opposed to looking at games that are on the, the poor side of financials, let's take a look at some of the games that are absolutely killing it and what games killed it in 2020. The spoiler is already on the screen. So PUBG Mobile absolutely killed it in 2020. These numbers are from January 1st to December 14th of 2020. And you can see PUBG Mobile at $2.6 billion of revenue worldwide. Absolutely insane. Honor of Kings right behind it at 2.5 billion. Both of these games brought to you by Tencent. As if Tencent isn't already absolutely printing money everywhere they go, they have two of some of the most lucrative mobile games revenue-wise in the world. And if you take a look at third place, Pokemon Go, as you guys know, Pokemon is the biggest IP on the planet. And not even Pokemon Go can sniff the boots of the bootleg Garen. I know there's a bootleg Garen in Honor of King somewhere. It can't even sniff bootleg Garen's boots when it comes to revenue. Pokemon Go at 1.2 billion, still absolutely insane. I was talking to some people the other day. They were very confused. How is Pokemon Go still doing so well? You kind of have to think about it like this. When Pokemon Go was on, like when everybody was walking around with their face in their phones trying to capture Pokemon, it was an absolute phenomenon. Now, obviously, Pokemon Go isn't as big as it was back then, but you gotta look at it like this. Going from being that colossally big to even being like half as popular is still a ton of money. People forget how big Pokemon Go was. Everybody was playing that. Dads, uncles, aunties, and nephews, everybody was playing Pokemon Go. So you don't really, falling from that height still puts you at a pretty good foundation. Other than that, we also have Coin Master, which still blows my mind. Roblox, which makes sense. And then of course, Monster Strike didn't quite make $1 billion, but I'm sure they are just fine. Now, when you take a look at all these top games, one thing you notice is none of these games are really directly pay to win. I don't really know a lot about Monster Strike, but the rest of these games are not really pay to win games, especially not PUBG Mobile and Honor of Kings. Those are very, two very skill-based video games there. So wow, you can still print a ton of money and not have to go the pay-to-win route if you choose not to. Now, of course, missing from this list is going to be, one of the most popular mobile games on the market right now, Genshin Impact. So do keep in mind that this chart takes in account all of the revenue acquired from January through December, and Genshin Impact released quite late in the year. However, we can still take a look at Genshin Impact's numbers. So once 2021 comes to an end, I know I'm really looking far ahead. Once we get around this time of year, next year, we'll be able to see how well Genshin Impact kind of stands up to some of these juggernauts, but we can kind of get a glimpse based on the November numbers. Now, the December numbers are not available just yet, but you can see right here in November, Genshin Impact was right there at third place, which was a fall from where it was in October. In October, it was #1 in overall, so it beat Honor of Kings and it beat PUBG Mobile, but you can see right now it's kind of falling a little bit. However, there is one thing that's absolutely in Genshin Impact's favor, is that it's also a PC title. It's also on PlayStation, so money is being spent there as well, but we'll never see it reflected in these charts because this is only for the App Store and the Play Store. So I would not be surprised that, at the end of the year, 2021, we see Genshin Impact kind of take over from PUBG Mobile and take over for Honor of Kings, unless, however, in 2021, we see some type of new game that comes out and just completely throws everything out of whack here. So that's a little bit on Genshin Impact there. Kind of looking at some of the other games on the list. Moonlight Blade is another Tencent property. That's going to be another kind of like mobile MMO brought to you by Tencent. So that kind of gives me a little bit more faith in it. I could have sworn this is the same game that was supposed to come out on PC like forever ago, and it looks like maybe they said screw it and just went to the mobile platform instead. I'm not sure. If you take a look at some of the ones on the App Store here, you have Knives Out, so Battle Royale is still in full effect pretty much all the way through this list. Over here in the Google Play Store, you finally see a few kind of quasi pay to win games, and I say quasi pay to win games because there's no PvP in Fate Grand Order, so that's a discussion for another day. You also have Free Fire, once again more Battle Royale games, and Lineage M, dude, that is absolutely crazy to me that game is like right behind, nipping at the heels of Genshin Impact on the Google Play Store revenue. But over here on the Apple side, nobody cares. Nobody cares about Lineage M. So that will do it, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, my name is FG3000. This was the Mobile Gaming Recap, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.